Breaking overnight, a deadly crash on the runway at LaGuardia Airport has the airport shut down, and flights aren't set to take off anytime soon.
We've been learning more about this overnight and through the morning as it happened just after midnight.
We want to get straight out live to the airport now, where ABC transportation correspondent Gio Benitez is joining us live. And Gio, what's the latest from officials there?
Oh, Dia and Matt, it is an awful situation here because, as you said, 2 people have lost their lives here. We're talking about the pilot and we're talking about the co-pilot as well. We don't know exactly how this whole thing happened, but we know that at some point there was a fire truck that was crossing the runway trying to get to another emergency. That plane was cleared to land, and that's when the crash happened. And when you see the images, they are truly unbelievable because we see the entire front of that plane just smashed. We see it tilted up, and the people on board, they were checked out because there were people who they believed had injuries. They went to the hospital, and so they're still checking them out, but they're expected to be okay. The people in the fire truck are expected to be okay as well. They were hurt, obviously, because you see the fire truck on its side in the grass. It was hit with that plane coming at 30 miles per hour. Now, NTSB investigators, they're here on the scene. And if we can here, Akram, could we go ahead and zoom in? You can still see this happened hours ago. And now as the daylight comes in, you could actually still see the wreckage of that plane there on the runway, and first responders are there investigating. So obviously this is going to take a lot of investigation. The FAA is going to be looking at air traffic controller staffing as well as part of this investigation.
And Gio, thanks for being here this morning. Wanted to ask about flights because obviously the airport is closed until this afternoon. How is that going to impact other parts of the country, people traveling to LaGuardia?
I mean, look, Matt, this is one of the biggest airports in America. It is so incredibly busy, especially for domestic travel. And so that's something that's going to be affected for sure because it's going to be closed at least until 2 p.m. We know that the chairperson for the NTSB, she's getting here at noon, right? So they're obviously going to have to keep investigating. So as long as they can keep investigating and eventually open the runway. But this is literally happening here on one of the major runways, guys.
All right, ABC's Gio Benitez, thank you for that.